It was like a tradition for everyone who was anyone in middle school to come back and visit once you're in high school. Oh my god, you guys, Cammy's here. No way, oh my god, Cammy. You could only do something like this once, otherwise it would give you haven't moved on with your life, and I was so ready to move on with my life. I went to this really small elementary school where my graduating class literally had 7 people, and it was a private school, and my parents were like, you need a taste of the real world, which I literally hate them for so much. So they sent me to this public school in the town that I grew up in. When I tell you it wasn't the vibe, like, oh my god, Cammy, how are you doing? I feel like we haven't literally spoken to each other since your last day of school in the 8th grade, like 3 months ago. I know, it's so funny you mentioned that, because as I'm thinking of what happened during this story, I'm thinking like, were we even friends? But the concept of friendship when you're a 13-year-old is so much different than when you're a 24-year-old. But I definitely had like 10 best friends, and you were one of them for sure. No, like honestly, thinking back, we did have like a genuine bond during the time of this story, and we were really excited to see each other. Like there was a crowd of people surrounding me like I was a fucking celebrity or something, but you were really the only person that I came here to see. I thought of you as my little sister, for real, and I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. No, yeah, everything is going fine for me. I'm just kind of like vibing. Not really though, there's something you're leaving out. Oh my god. So this is the point in this story where it gets really messy. So we're standing here chatting about a beef that's going on between you and, do you want to do the honors? Okay, fine. The beef between me and this other bitch who was all the way across the way. I had no idea about this beef because, bitch, I was off in high school. Like, I haven't been here to like see, and like we already established, bitch, we have not talked since my last day of school in 8th grade, so I have no idea what's going on. Mind you, there is literally like a whole crowd of people surrounding Cammy right now, but us 3 are the only important characters because we were the only ones who were involved in the story, even though it really was none of your business, and you're messy as fuck for what Cammy is about to share in this story time. And you, Cammy, you're an innocent bystander. You honestly were just dragged into the mess. Yeah, I was, and it's really unfortunate because I was noticing as we were talking, you were like really not trying to talk about the beef at all. You were just trying to like move on and keep it positive. And also like no shade, like we were just popping about this bitch, calling her all types of big, all types of manly, all types of just rough. We were calling her all types of shit like that, like, ooh, that bitch needs to get it together, like her hair looks crazy, her body not tea, just very beast like. I would be hella scared if I was you. Like, I would not want no bitch like that beefing with me. For real, like, I was sitting there like, damn, you chose the wrong bitch to beef with. After you guys were done filling me in on all of the tea about y'all's beef, I was like, okay, let me go say hi to my other friends, and then I'll walk you home. Yes, that sounds good. Let's just meet out in front of the school after you're done. Just text me. Okay, for sure. So I break off from the group, and now I'm walking alone through the jungle. When suddenly, Cammy! It was the bitch we were talking about who my friend had beef with. Hi! Oh my god, hi! I'm not fake for being cool with her because I only really just found out that day that they were having beef. So I was like, hi? As long as she's not beating my ass, this is cool. Oh my god, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Just came by one last time to say hey and see how all of you guys are doing. I heard you guys over there talking shit about me. I was not talking shit about you. Sorry, bitch. I have to save myself first and foremost. Okay, well, your friend for sure was talking shit about me, and I'm beefing with her. Y'all are beefing? Why? I'm sorry, I had to get the full story. I was literally 13 years old, messy as fuck. I remember at this point in the story, I told you exactly why we were beefing, and I just can't remember why. Like, this was 10 years ago. Like, but it was something stupid. Now, here's where the PR comes into play. When someone is accusing your friend of talking shit about them, you have to judge your loyalty. Who am I more loyal to? My best friend or this bitch? I like this bitch, I did, but this is my best friend. So I had to run with that. She was not talking shit about you. She literally doesn't even know why you guys are beefing. Like, she likes you and wants to be your friend. I don't remember saying all that, though. Okay, but do you want your ass beat, or do you want me to try to fix the situation? Okay, you're right. Okay. That's not true. We were literally just over there and she was talking hella shit about you. Exactly. So I have something waiting for her. But it was nice to see you, Cammy. I immediately ran to go find my friends so we could walk home early and potentially avoid a fight because I knew she wasn't gonna win. So I'm walking my friend home peacefully. We're having like a really good conversation when all of a sudden I look over and someone's running up to us with a phone. What the fuck are you doing? I turn back around towards my friend to be like, do you see that? And I see that she's not there. I was like, wait, what? Like, where'd she go? And then, you know, just instinctually, I turn around and look behind me. Yay. I don't even feel like doing a reenactment of the rest. It was just like really bad. Like she was just macking her, just ripped her backpack off of her back and threw it in a rain puddle. Like, damn, like what did my books do to you? What did my homework do? Like, and I was the only person who was there to try to like stop it. Like I remember running in the middle. I was like, stop, please stop. It was just a lot. And after that, I remember I called my dad on the phone because I was so scared. And he screamed at me so bad because I was off to this really nice Catholic school. Back to private I went. Like, no shade, public school is not for me. Do I look like the type of bitch who's supposed to be surrounded by bitches, throwing bitches in the air, ripping backpacks off, macking in the face? Like, ooh, not my brand. I'm sorry. I had to go. And he was like, you cannot be seen involved in a fight like that. Like, what if the police came? What if they contacted this school and then the school contacted my school and then I got kicked out for being involved in a fight or something? Like, you can't be part of that. Like, you're leveling up. Like, and I fear he was right. So after that, I ended up walking my friend home and then I never saw or spoke to any of those people ever again. I was just on a road trip with my bestie Carmen and we were talking about chain messages. You remember chain text messages? Well, the first time I ever got one was when I was 10 years old. I was home alone and someone texted me. It was a picture of this girl and she had red hair and her eyes were ripped out of their sockets and there was blood dripping all the way down her face. And I remember the text was like, when I was 10 years old, my parents took a spoon and ripped my eyes out of their sockets. And imagine me at 10 years old sitting there looking at that. Like, and it was like, send this message to 10 people or else I'll show up in your room in the middle of the night with a spoon and I'll take your eyes out or something like that. And I was like, this is mortifying. I was mortified. I was 10 years old. And no, I didn't send it to anyone. I was too busy crying to like participate in this send this to 10 people shit. I was so scared to go to sleep that night. I was constantly revisited by this picture, and I can't really speak on if this was the first time that something like this happened to me, where I saw something like graphic or like horror themed and it really had an effect on me, but I remember this very clearly. So, and I just remember constantly going back into my text messages to look at this picture, and obviously the picture wasn't real. It wasn't a real little girl with her fucking eyes ripped out. It was a drawing. It looked like it was like digital, like CGI or something like that. But I was like, holy shit, shit, this is awesome. Because like I told you, I went to this tiny little elementary school and I was really into things like Pokemon and like Ben 10 and stuff like that, but nothing with like actual graphic violence. So when I saw a picture like that, it really had a huge effect on me. And I began to get this affinity for things like that. There were other things too, like I watched the movie Final Destination at a really young age. And it's this movie where this group of people avoids death, and then death comes back and kills all of them one by one. And I remember watching compilations of their deaths and being obsessed with it from such a young age. And I'm not saying that it had any negative effect on me, but it definitely influenced my art style. It's just so interesting how the media we consume really does affect us and touch our souls in certain ways. Oh my god, welcome. So what relevance do you have to my life? Well, I am the person who taught Cami how to draw. For the longest time, I had always been an artist, like since I could even hold a pencil, but you were the first person who really taught me how to draw with intention and a certain level of skill, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I just remember one day we were sitting in the library after school because, bitch, some people parents work. Like, I was drawing this picture of this girl in a certain type of way. And something about it just inspired Cami, and he just started trying to draw. Ah, oh my god, you're acting kind of weird. Are you like nervous or something? I promise they're nice. The audience is just here to listen and yeah. No, everything's fine. I just can't decide, like, do I talk to you? Do I talk to the audience? Like, I just don't know, like, which one. I mean, none of this is real. You're talking to the air right now. I don't even exist. Wait, no. You have to disappear. Bitch, I'm the original Cami. Like, why did I disappear? Like, hold on. This is my channel. She here retrospectively, and I was the one who disappeared. And then what? Like, she was just gonna have me disappear. She has a camera in her face. She's in my apartment. You don't even know where you are. You're making faces. Like, wasn't even gonna conjure me up. This is why you have to look out for yourself. Imagine if I stayed gone. That was scary. That was really scary. Alright, that was all. I just wanted to tell a couple little childhood stories about my past. I don't know what brought up that first story for me about my friend literally getting beat the fuck up when I was in high school visiting my middle school, but something triggered that in my mind and I was like, I have to create about that. And then also, yeah, the chain message thing, and then I just wanted to get into like my art journey and stuff because that is one of the most important things to me in my life as well. I just thought it would be cute for this week's video to tell a couple of little stories from when I was younger. I think that as an artist and creator, it helps you guys get to know me and helps my audience see what made me who I am today. Comment baddie group if you made it this far in the video. As I always say, you need to take attendance to prove that you were part of the baddie group meeting. Also, it just helps, like, I just love, you know, the interaction. So if you weren't gonna comment at all and you see this, you might as well just comment baddie group. Like, it helps me out so much in the algorithm and stuff like that. I think part of creating art, especially like posting it for an audience of people, is the interaction and the human experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, today's video, I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more low stakes because people on my other videos be commenting shit, talking about like, oh my god, I'm so sorry about how depressing your life is, your life sounds terrible. And it like has been greening me out a little bit because I'm like, wow, you're like really jumping to conclusions over these like stories that I'm telling you. I'm 24 years old. I've lived a lot of life. I have lived a lot of crazy experiences. Obviously, as we have seen through like a couple of my past videos, like I really be going through crazy shit. I don't be realizing it until someone like points it out to me and I'm like, Oh, I do want to say though, I am incredibly blessed and fortunate. And I do want to say, like, we have this connection here through my art and my videos. And I love the connection that we have, but don't think that you know my life just because of these little stories, because like you literally don't. And no shade, the worst of what I've been through is so much worse than what I will ever tell you. And the best of it is like so much better than I will ever tell you too. Like, I don't know, I just feel like just take what I'm giving you and just don't do too much. Like, that'll help us live harmoniously together as a creator and as the audience. So first of all, thank you guys so much for all of your support on my last video, the therapy video. It takes a lot of vulnerability to talk about shit like that, especially, you know, with some strangers on the internet. Like, so I'm really glad you guys all seemed to like connect with me in that way, and we were able to like share experiences in the comments and stuff like that. Someone commented and said, "I love your video and narrative style. Thank you for your candor." Candor. Oh! You know, I have had a lot of toxic people in my life who have often put me down, and it is really hard to see the positive, and it's really hard to see the light in me, which is something that I'm working on, and it makes me feel really nice when that's recognized. First of all, I am so sorry that you are in a manipulative household. I have been there. And first of all, don't blame yourself for taking comments like that on the chin. What are you supposed to do? Like, those people are paying your bills and you're relying on them for your life. However, with random people, this comment was on the hookup horror story video with the guy who I met at the bank whose dick smelled like cheese. He wanted me. And he's gonna call me all types of shit, like the peasant comment, like that was just crazy. And it was just crazy to me how he wanted me to do long distance with him. He wanted me to meet his parents. I'm like, you want me to do all this stuff, but you're putting me down and calling me names? Like, I don't think you realize how this go. And like the funny part is, like, I was very nice to him. Like, I try to be a nice person in general, but I can be very mean. Let's just leave it at that. Like, and so I'm like sitting there like, like, you think I grew up with the meanest parents, and the meanest popular people were all my best friends. Bitch, I know all the ways and I know how to keep up. How do you think I kept up? It's only in the past couple of years I decided to cut them all off and do better for myself. Don't make me bring him out again. So I'm happy you guys are recognizing, like, yeah, I be going through some shit, but I'm not a punk. I'm not a bitch ass. Like, oof. And then there was one other comment I'm not gonna look for and screenshot it, but I remember they did say, like, the more intersectionality that you have, the harder it is to find a therapist. Bitch, I know. It's like impossible when I feel like such a complex person that I'd be sitting through these therapy sessions like, damn, am I just not giving this person a chance? Whole time they just are literally not qualified to help me and they're stealing my money. Last but not least, and then I will let you go. And I'm like a nice person at my core too. I just want to say that, like, at my core. But, you know, I've been through some crazy people, and you have to, you know, be able to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get walked all over. So anyway, I just want to say that. Just, I'm not like actually a mean person. Like, inherently, I just, you know, sometimes you have to take it there. You really do sometimes. Like, I'm sorry. And with the boy, I didn't feel the need to take it there because at the end of the day, I had the upper hand. He was trying to manipulate me and make me feel smaller so that I would get dopamine from whatever he did. It's a love bomber technique. Doesn't really work on someone who grew up in an abusive household. For a weak ass bitch, it would have worked just fine. But anyway, I didn't feel the need to get mean on him because I was winning. Like, he wanted me. And all I had to do, oh my God, and I didn't even tell you guys in story time, he was trying to kiss me and I like didn't kiss him. I was like, no. Like, I don't know. I was winning. Like, you have to be able to assess when you're winning. And I was winning, so I don't need to get down to his level. All I had to do was say no and like go home, and he cried himself to sleep. That's just that. Last but not least, I do want to say I appreciate all of you guys being like, oh my God, like, you're gonna blow up, or like, oh my God, like, why are you so underrated, or like, why does this not have more views, XYZ. Like, that is so awesome. Like, I love having people cheer me on and stuff, but keep that to yourself, please, because I've been on the internet since I was 14. I've been through lots and lots and lots of eras, like, and it's super cool that more people are seeing my channel now. For all we know, this could be it, and this could be that. And I don't want it to be this like big disappointment, like, oh wow, you flopped, or like anything like that if it doesn't happen. Like, I feel like I would love for it to happen. Like I said, I've been posting on the internet since I was 14 years old. This is all I've ever wanted all my life, is a career where I can like create my art and like make money off it. Like, hello. But like, I'm not doing this for that to happen. Like, I'm doing this literally for a genuine catharsis of soul. And I think that's why you guys are connecting with it so much, because I be saying some real ass shit. If it doesn't happen, it's whatever. I just want you guys to enjoy what I'm deciding to show you. I'm gonna like be like, oh my god, like, why doesn't us have more views? Why aren't you blowing up? Like, oh my god, I want you to blow up. You're gonna blow up. Like, that. Fuck blowing up. Just watch the video and enjoy. And I love you, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.